Hello, we are Angus and Ash, and this is Twestions. But what is Twestions? Twestions is Twitter questions coming together to create Twestions.
You can find us on the internet at these handles. Use the hashtag Twestions and give us a question. We will talk about anything for 3 minutes. Because talking is what we do for a living, and we're really good at it.
Yeah.
This week's question comes from Courtney Hudson. We don't know what it is yet. We're about to find out. Shall we have a look?
Let's do it. Oh!
Very good. I like
and topical.
This. Very
Marriage
topical.
equality.
3 minutes on the clock. Let go. Now, usually we started questions because we disagree on so much, but let's just preface this by saying I think we pretty much agree on where we stand on marriage equality, but we have some different perspectives coming into it.
Love is love, and marry whoever you want. I think it's ridiculous the fact that a man and a woman can't get married when Paris Hilton and Britney Spears can get married at a Whitechapel on Las Vegas for 36 hours.
Australia is actually the only English-speaking developed country in the entire world where marriage equality is not a thing. It's an absolute disgrace. My question is, if the government has the right to say we do not recognise your love as valid, your love is not equal, how then can the government say we recognise you as a citizen of Australia, pay us tax? If I was gay and I wanted to get married, but the government
don't pay your taxes.
I'd be like, well, you know what? I'm not paying taxes then.
It's my rights.
It's a joke.
Speaking of the government, we have to talk about Tony Abbott, who is, of course, very right-wing. He is very much against gay marriage, and he's of the same religious beliefs of you, Ashley.
Yeah, we believe in the same God, but I think we pretty much have quite different interpretations of that. So I get it. I grew up in a church, and I grew up with that idea of this is what we believe and this is what you're supposed to believe. But I got to an age where I had to stand back from everything that I was taught within a church and go, okay, well, knowing the Jesus that I know and the relationship I have with God in the world, how do I see it? And I think I see it pretty differently. I think, you know, if gay people aren't asking to go to a church and have God come down from the clouds and say, I bless this union, they're saying we want to be treated, we want our love to be treated the same way as your heterosexual love is treated.
Is it a bit embarrassing to be religious at this point when they are holding the Bible up and saying, you know,
I think
Leviticus says that a man and a man should... Leviticus.
So much in the world, in politics, is done in the name of religion, which really, it upsets me because that's not how I see it. So I try and kind of just go, well, I'm going to be a good person and love people. Do you think that we get a bad rap coming from someone outside of faith?
It makes me very happy to be an atheist and just knowing that, you know, we're atoms and neutrons and beans and blood, and that if you have a connection with someone, it doesn't matter what they look like, their appearance, their race. So it makes me a big smile on my face when it comes to this topic that I am not guarded or have to defend anything apart from the fact of love.
Do you think that the government, Tony Abbott not allowing this conscience, do you think that is the government's way of like separating what they actually believe in and just wanting to stay in power and assuming that majority of Australians are against it? Do you think majority of Australians are actually against same-sex marriage?
The best thing about being our age, we're both Generation Y, is that we are the people in the future that is going to change this, and that makes me proud. It doesn't matter, like you said, people who believe in religion, have your God, that's fantastic, make yourself a better person, but I think that the future is going to change it, and Tony Abbott's archaic beliefs are just going to be in the past. We're going to look back in 10 years and go, what?
Our kids are going to be like, why didn't you do anything? Why didn't you say something? And we're going to feel like idiots. So
love is love. We both agree with it. To the gay people out there, we're so sorry that you can't get married. But one day we're going to pop balloons and champagne and celebrate with you. Thank you very much for listening to Twestions.
We love you. If you've got a question, use the hashtag Twestions. Hit us up on Twitter, and we'll see you next week for another 3 minutes of glorious banter madness.
Fun. And there's a button around here that you can subscribe. So press that button and you'll get it every week. Thanks for coming in for Twitter Questions.
Twestions.